Shalawam. Just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bashim El Shai, Bahashem Rakahakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and that do teach well and have taught me this truth to you. I say Shalawam and Shalawam to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this is going to be a quick video, but I want to make a response to Hawashai Zion's video called Promoting Adultery with Cologne. Now, straight up, prepare for your obliteration. That's the title he gave it. It's Brother Hawashai Zion, and his channel's called SHALAWAM Israel 777. I'll put a link in the description, Lord willing, doing post-production. And he goes in on this. He rebukes it. Yes, what you see here on the screen is promoting adultery, hands down. Yeah, without a doubt. And the cologne is called Cupid Fragrances, I believe, or that's the company's name. It goes along those lines, but yeah, it's a cologne that's designed to make women lust after you, and it's infused with certain pheromones that makes these women go crazy for you. It's a type of smell that it gives off. It's like makes them getting heat for you, man. They want to sleep with you, whether they're single, whether they're married. And yes, that promotes adultery. But really what I want to go into is, you know, this is witchcraft, man. And perfume, cologne, it's a weapon of seduction. It can be used as a weapon of seduction because these certain perfumes and colognes, it helps to awake a certain desire. And it's really a desire of lust, wicked desire. Okay, and that's what these certain colognes and perfumes are set up to do. It's really a weapon of seduction. And that's what you call a love potion or a love binding spell. Right. So yeah, it's like a love potion, and that's wicked, man. So you're not supposed to use colognes and perfumes for that. It's wicked. It's very wicked. So I want to get, let's get Exodus 22 and 18. It says here, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. That's right. This is going into witchcraft, man. You're not supposed to suffer a witch to live. And rightfully so. You know, witchcraft, it not only gives honor unto the spiritual demon Satan or the devil, but you have to remember, all honor is due unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai alone. So when you tap into witchcraft, you're giving another power honor and praise. Right? But you also have to kind of understand that witchcraft, it bids a type of defiance to the divine providence that you receive from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So that divine providence is going into spiritual care, spiritual protection. And this is why when you tribes tap into the left-hand side, you get punished. And really, you get put to death. That's because you're no longer asking for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's protection. You're no longer asking the Lord to take care of you. And you have to understand, that's why people, they use witchcraft. They use witchcraft to be taken care of. That's what it's used for. Okay, you tap into these different powers because you want something. But usually when you go into the left-hand side and you tap into these different forces or these different gods, these different powers, you're asking for carnal things. That's what a lot of these people in the world are doing. That's why they serve the devil. Why is that? Because they want money, they want cars, they want clothes, they want riches, they want to live a better life, right? But you Israelites, you're not supposed to be doing that because you're already being taken care of by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And also, among all the people that are on the face of the earth, you were blessed with divine revelation, and you were cared for by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai already, the number one power that is ever to exist. So you have no business tapping into the left-hand side, and that's why you get punished severely. Hold on one second. Yeah, so that's why you get punished severely. All right. So that's why it says here, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. You can't tolerate that. Can't tolerate that. You already made a contract with me. Now I made a point about how you were blessed with divine revelation and you were being taken care of by the Lord. You know, he chose to take care of you, and there's so much people on this planet that the Lord could take care of, but he doesn't want to take care of everybody. He wants to take care of you only. That goes back to Amos chapter 3 and 2. Now, let me pull that up. It says, Amos 3 and 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. You see that? Yeah, that's why you're being punished. That's why you get put to death when you go off, when you don't serve the Lord. Because the Lord, you made a covenant with him. There's a contract. And yes, it's a love binding contract. Right? But it says, I will punish you for all your iniquities. What is iniquity? Iniquity is you being in the condition without having the law. So yes, you're sinning, you're going off. So that's why you get punished. So you're going off when you go into witchcraft. When you practice witchcraft, you're going off. So that's why you guys get judged. Now let me get another one. This is Deuteronomy 18 and 11. Let's get Deuteronomy 18 and 11. Now it says here, actually I'll start from verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that uses divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. That's right. So child sacrifice, human sacrifice, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to be a fortune teller. You're not supposed to have you're not supposed to tap in certain familiar spirits or certain spirits of divination. You're not supposed to do that. Or an observer of times, going into horoscopes and all that stuff. An enchanter or a witch, yeah. Or a charmer or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto Yahweh Bashem Yoshai. And if you're an abomination unto Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, that means you're going to be put to death. And that goes back to Exodus 22 and 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. He can't tolerate that. He does not want to suffer that. He can't stand watching that. And because of these abominations, Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, thy power doth drive them out from before thee. So yeah, you're not supposed to be a witch and a warlock, man. But what you see here on the screen, this is witchcraft, man. And you're gonna have a lot of Jakes, a lot of Israelites buy this, man. You're gonna have even certain women buy this for their man. Which is fine, okay, if you want to be attracted to your man. But you know, it's just weird, man. It's just weird. Now, the brother made some points. He said that, this pisses me off. He's vexed, and it kind of reminds me of Lot. It says Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. And also reminds me of how Paul felt when he was grieved by seeing a certain damsel. She had the spirit of divination on her. She was like a fortune teller. And the masters that owned her, because she was really a slave, the masters that owned her, they used her for her certain talents that she had on the left-hand side to make a lot of money. And he was actually grieved by this. See if I can get the account. I think that's Acts 16 and 16. Give me 1 second. All right, so let's go into Acts 16. 16, I think it's 16. 16, verse 16. And it says here, Salakia, Acts chapter 16, verse 16. And it came to pass, as he went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with the spirit of divination met us, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. The same followed Paul and us, and cried, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High, which show unto us the way of salvation. And this did she many days. But Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit, I command thee in the name of Hamashiach Yahushai to come out of her. And he came out the same hour. So he was grieved by it, he was annoyed, seeing this damsel being possessed and doing these things, right? So yeah, man, there's a lot of people out here who are possessed. They have certain spirits that are on them, and she was into the magic arts, man. She had a spirit of divination on her, and that's wicked. But that type of stuff, it grieves us when we see these things, when we see witchcraft, when we see all this magic, and it's done for wickedness. It's done for selfish gains, man. We don't like that. And he also said that we are under attack too. We are under attack. He mentioned that as well. And that's why you have to put the armor of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai on. And that armor is the word. And that comes with the name, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So I'm going to get that. Let's get Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Because he made that point. So this is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might." You have to be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. You know how you do that? You gotta pray, you gotta fast, and you also gotta read the scriptures and look at how the Lord has delivered the righteous in times of trouble. You see how he was very powerful. Verse 11, "Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." The wiles is going into the tricks, sleight of hand, and that's witchcraft. These are all tricks, man. These are all wiles, man. Also, the scripture, another precept that comes to mind: we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Right, and goes into black magic. Right, so this is all magic, man. Sleight of hand, trickery. Because she's really not in love with him. She's really not in love with the guy. It's just lust. Right? It's just lust. And they call it a love potion, but really that's not really what it is. It's because love is really keeping the commandments. So this is not a love potion. Love is keeping the commandments, and love is being in order. This is not an order. This is hate. This is hate. Enticing someone to sleep with you. She doesn't even love you, man. So what is this isn't love at all. Now, verse 12, it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Yeah, spiritual wickedness in high places. We're up against witches and warlocks. We're up against demons. Gods too. Gods on the left-hand side. Demons. Yeah, man. Wicked rulers. You got a lot of wicked high priests that are out here. You got something called the Essence. The Essen. That's a sun god priest. The Essen. That's what they call him. Very wicked, man. Verse 13, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked." Yes. You got to have the scriptures, man. You got to know the scriptures. And also, you have to know the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai. Kind of reminds me of Isaiah chapter 33 and 6. "For wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of thy salvation." Right? And the fear of the Lord is his treasure. I think, briefly paraphrasing. Right? But yeah, man. That you gotta have the name of the Lord. And you got to know the word. You got to know the scriptures. That means you got to study. You got to fast. You got to pray. And once you do those things, you're going to get revelations. You're going to get an epiphany. You're going to understand things more. You're going to be able to combat these people, these wicked ass people out here. All right. So I want to get Acts 19 and 17, because going into the curious arts, black magic, that's what a lot of these people are practicing out there. And this precept goes into that, going into the Jews and Greeks that were dwelling at Ephesus, right? I think it was the church, the Ephesian church. But in that area, there was a lot of idolatry. So Acts chapter 19, verse 17, and our people are caught up into idolatry and black magic. Give me 1 second. Okay, Salakia. All right, so this is Acts chapter 19, verse 17. I'm going to start there. It says here, and this was known to all the Jews and Greeks, also dwelling at Ephesus, and fear fell on them all, and the name of Hamashiach Yahushai was magnified. And many that believed came and confessed and showed their deeds. As it happens. Hebrews chapter 4 and 12. You know, when you hear this word, when you get to know Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, you're cut in the spirit and you confess your faults, man. You start to repent because you're cut. Matter of fact, let me get that. You know, that's what this word does to you, man. It cuts you, makes you feel bad, especially if you were going off and you were wicked. And it also makes you feel safe. Hebrews chapter 4 and 12, for the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. There you go. Cut. You're cut. So let's go back here. Acts 19 and 17. And this was known to all the Jews and Greeks also dwelling at Ephesus, and fear fell on them all, and the name of Hamashiach Yahushai was magnified. And many that believed came and confessed and showed their deeds. Many of them also which used curious arts brought their books together. So they were into witchcraft, man. They were once witches, they were warlocks, necromancers, you name it. They were serving the left-hand side. And they were the reason why they were doing that, because they were searching for knowledge, searching for things. They wanted to be taken care of. But then now they found the truth. They came to the light. They found Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, and now they came back. All right, so it says, their books together and burned them before all men, and they counted the price of them and found it 50,000 pieces of silver. So mightily grew the word of the Most High and prevailed. That's right. Can't stop the word. If you're against this truth, you're really for it. This word, it's like a juggernaut. It just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. You can't come up against it. Just gonna hurt yourself. After these things were ended, Paul purposed in the Spirit, when he had passed through Macedonia and Achaia, to go to Jerusalem, saying, after I have been there, I must also see Rome. But yeah, that was the point, right? So magic arts or curious arts. And this falls under that. This is witchcraft, man. Black magic. So anyways, I just want to give a little response. And Lord willing, this was edifying. Till next time, just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and that do teach well, that taught me this truth. To you I say Shalawam, and Shalawam to the hopeful elect. Kwam Yashal and Abad Babon.